How much do you know about astrology? Astrology is the language of time, not a belief system. Hundreds of years ago, our ancestors started recording the night sky as it appeared to them from their location on Earth as the Earth progressed forward in time, which, by the way, is a man-made concept. We know that time on Earth is parallel to the spin of the Earth from its distance from the Sun plus the pull of its moon. All life on Earth depends on its exact environment for its evolution. That's why two species can be similar, but because of its environment, evolve completely different ways to survive. The 12 zodiac signs represents the Earth's evolution through time. If you think of time or astrology as a baby that grows into adulthood, astrology becomes easier to grasp. Aries is the baby, the spark. It's the concept of just being aware. Aries rules the head, face, teeth, tongue, hair, arteries, and blood. A cool concept because blood is the fountain of life. Without it, we wouldn't be able to support the body as it does. Taurus represents the toddler. The baby becomes aware of itself, using its senses to perceive the world around it. It rules the sinuses, ears, neck, throat, vocal cords, tonsils, and thyroid. Then the toddler becomes the teen. Gemini is ruled by the twins, aka the masculine and feminine energy, because ironically enough, this is when our bodies are more fertile. So Geminis are curious, like the kid, seeing the world, both reactive, you gotta remember they're still teens, and as a student, learning from what they experience with their own senses. Gemini rules the shoulders, lungs, bronchial tubes, arms, hands, and capillaries. Then the teen grows up. She becomes the mother. This is why Cancer is the archetype of the feminine, also ruled by the moon. She represents the safe haven for her family. She completes the first cycle of life. Cancer rules the breast, diaphragm, womb, lymphatic system, vagina, stomach, and the right eye. One thing to point out before we reach Leo is that every single human carries 23 chromosomes, all exact replicas, except the reproductive one, which contains the female and male sex gene. In the womb, as the baby grows, one of these become more prominent. With this concept in mind, we'll go into Leo. He sparks the second cycle to create the father. This is why Leo rules the heart. Home is where the heart is, anyone? It rules circulation, blood pressure, spine, back, and left eye. Then Virgo. Virgo rules the smaller details, everyday life, for that is what surmounts to all of life. Virgo is about maintaining the home. Virgo rules the digestive system, pancreas, small intestines, eyes, and ears. Then Libra. Libra is about information, all things that are processed by the brain. It's about assessing the outside world versus your inner world. That's why it's represented by the scales. Libra rules the kidneys, bladders, the sense of touch, insulin, veins, and lower back. Scorpio completes the second cycle, and that's why it's the heaviest. Scorpio represents a transformation that happens when two opposing forces meet, aka the mother and father. It's the birth of the offspring. Thus, Scorpio rules the reproductive organs, genitals, prostate, rectum, colon, urethra, pubic bone, and urinary tract. Sagittarius is born. He starts the third cycle. He is a child armed with his will to live and experience the world because that is the only thing we are born to do. To live and experience and impart the knowledge we learn from our experiences. Sag rules the liver, sacrum, lumbar vertebrae, hips, and thighs. Then Capricorn. Capricorn is represented as the grandfather. He is experienced in building based on experience. He creates structures to keep his home safe. He works diligently to provide for his legacy. He is thus contained by the walls he creates. This is why Capricorn rules the skin, hair, ligaments, tendons, joints, knees, spleen, and bones, aka the body support system. Then Aquarius. He is grandfather 2.0. He takes the foundations laid out before him and builds a better future for his loved ones. He is different because he both sees the past and future, the individual and the collective. Aquarius rules the shins, calves, ankles, forearms, and circulation. Then Pisces, the grandmother. Pisces is the wisdom of knowing you are both the creator and the product. It symbolizes the fish forever floating in the waters of creation, both a part and a part of it. It rules the pituitary gland, production of endorphins, pineal gland, and feet. Our feet carry us from one place to another. Our endorphins both relieve and create pain. Thus we are led by what our bodies determine. This design is integrated in all of creation, from the plants, aka cell division, anyone, to humans, to the cosmos, because life is and will always be survival against opposing forces, aka evolution.